I've only screamed once in my entire life, and I'm not talking like whoa, whoa, you scared me. I'm talking like ah, ah, ah. I want to tell you guys the story of the time that I screamed like that. When I was a teenager, I used to work at an international hockey school in Guelph, Ontario, and it was kind of this dream job for me because they'd fly me out from BC to be a hockey coach at this hockey school, and it was world class. Kids would come from all over the world to come and learn hockey from the Canadians, and the way that this camp would work was all the kids would fly in on Monday, and we'd pick them up at the airport, take them to the University of Guelph dormitories, and all week could just be hockey, hockey, hockey. NHL coaches would come by, NHL players would come by. We'd do normal camp stuff too, like sing, and we'd be outside of our comfort zones, and we'd grow as people. And then on Saturday, we'd get them back on the plane so that they could fly back to wherever they were from, and this camp would continue for 5 weeks, and because there were multiple weeks of this hockey camp, and there were some kids that signed up for multiple weeks, we had to do something with these kids that were staying over for the extra weeks because we didn't have any hockey planned on the Sunday. So I was put in charge of organizing Leisure Day. And the plan for Leisure Day was we were going to go to downtown Toronto and go to the Hockey Hall of Fame, Wayne Gretzky's restaurant, and then go and have a nice afternoon at African Lion Safari. So Leisure Day starts off without a hitch. You know, I get all the kids on the bus, and we go to the Hockey Hall of Fame, and honestly, I could spend all day, every day at the Hockey Hall of Fame. I've always had like this really romantic interest in hockey history. And then we go to Wayne Gretzky's restaurant, and instead of door handles, they have skates. It's stupid. And then I get them all on the bus, and we head out to the suburbs for a nice, relaxing afternoon at African Lion Safari. And for those of you that don't know what African Lion Safari is, it's this big, ridiculous zoo out in the suburbs, and it's kind of structured like Jurassic Park in that you're in a vehicle as you go past the dinosaurs, or in this case, a bunch of malnourished and confused African animals. And instead of the Ford Explorer on the track, you just drive whatever your vehicle is. So we took the school bus. And the thing about this day was it was late July, and I was born and raised in BC, and I never really experienced humidity before. It's just like this inescapable, like soul-crushing heat. And because there's live animals right there, for your safety, you have to have all the windows all the way up. And there's no air conditioning on the school bus. So as we're going past all of like the rhinos and lions and giraffes, right there, we're in this 50-foot sweat lodge. And it got so bad we couldn't even see out the windows anymore because they'd all steamed over. So we go into this wooded area, and there's a sign on the side of the road that says, "Okay, it's safe to put the windows down." So we put down every single window on the bus. We're like hanging our heads out. We're like, fresh air, fresh air. And then a few minutes later, there's a second sign, and it says, "Okay, put the windows back up." So we put all the windows back up. And then there's a third sign, and that one says, "Danger, baboons ahead." And I'd never seen a baboon before. And I was really excited. I was like hyping it up to the kids. I'm like, "Hey kids, baboons are coming up. Like Rafiki from The Lion King." They have like blue faces and pink butts. I hear they're really aggressive. This is gonna be fun. So I'm standing up at the front of the bus, right next to the bus driver. I'm like, looking out the windshield. I'm like, where are these baboons at? And all of a sudden, I see some movement in a tree off to the right. There's like 20 or so pink butts and blue faces in it. And the school bus slows down to a crawl. And as we go past this tree, about a dozen of them come out onto this branch above the road, and they drop down right onto the hood of the school bus. And they're just looking at us, just checking us out. And it was amazing. And I see that one of them is a new mother, and she has in her hands this little baby avocado-sized baboon. And it's like, it was like she was showing it to us. And as she did so, she was looking right into my eyes. And I don't know if you guys have ever made eye contact with a primate before, but it's this really strange and haunting experience because they're so human-like. And when they look into your eyes, it's like they look deeper than we're even capable of. So I'm having this amazing moment just checking out these baboons when all of a sudden I hear a 10-year-old voice from the back of the bus say, "Sam, I can't get my window up." "Shut the window!" "I can't, it's stuck." At that moment, one of the large male baboons jumps off the hood. He swings on the rearview mirror and he plants himself on the side of the bus like he's James Bond, and he starts shimmying right towards the open window. And in slow motion, I'm running down the aisle, like throwing all these Ritalin kids out of the way. And I get to the window, and it is stuck. It's really stuck. And with all of my strength, I can't unbudge it. And this baboon is getting closer and closer with this look of malice in his eyes. And I can't help but think, but of the third act of The Lion King when Rafiki defeats the hyenas using kung fu, and I'm like, am I gonna have to fight a baboon? And just before he gets there, I unlodge it a little bit, but now it's half up, and it's like permanently stuck. It's crooked, and I take a step back. It's open like this much. I'm like, can a baboon fit through that? And just before he gets there, I jump back, and all these kids are right behind me going crazy, and I'm trying to protect them. And just as he arrives at the opening, I literally say out loud, "What's gonna happen?" And the baboon gets to the opening, and he sticks his deceivingly long arm into the school bus. And he starts punching the ceiling, making claw marks in the seat. And there's so many kids behind me, I can't get far enough back, so its hand is like trying to grab my glasses, and I'm like, ah! 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 And then a zookeeper emerges from the bushes with a cattle prod. And he zaps that poor baboon. And it falls off the bus. And we're all just kind of quiet and panting in our sweat lodge. And as you can probably imagine, the ride home was pretty quiet. Thank you.